মনোকলি না মাছটি বাজদা
Trying to duck away is a better option
আয়
against
হায়
him.
তাই রে মাছ
Well,
বাজার
tell
কথা
you what, the
দিলাম
bowlers will be a little apprehensive of trying to bowl it closer to him, despite the fact that it might move away. But he has connected when they were closer to him. He has connected. The thinking of just hoping that he doesn't move his feet and he gets an edge or something like that. He's bowled it closer, cramped him a little bit. Good run taken, direct throw, but they're in safe.
The Kenar was off like a rocket. There was a good pick up and throw, but still he was not in danger at all. Naveen Ulak, relief from him because Kenar Lewis is off the strike. And it's
Some bits of good fortune, but a bit of good fortune got them a wicket. Never know.
I think the best bet for them is to go to the spinner who can keep things quiet versus Kenar Lewis, because Kenar Lewis is loving the seam bowling.
Oh dear. Down the leg side, it's going to have to be re-bowled. The left-right combination, should be watchful of that. Afif Hussain on strike, and you know what? The morally bowlers get down and out when sometimes they see things not going their way. But as a professional, you've got to keep your cool. You cannot let it get to your head.
We've got to contain the runs somehow and hope that batsmen make a mistake.
Chip shot. There is a fielder. He's not going to get to it. The timing was sweet. The ball was away from the fielder. And 4 runs to finish the over. After 3 it's 4.
জন্য আপনারা আমাকে ভোট দিন।
অরণি, তুমি নিজের চুল সামলাও। গরম ঘাম তোমার চুলের শাইন না নষ্ট করে দেয়।
চুল সামলাবো, শাইনও করব। সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাইন 5টি ন্যাচারাল অয়েল ফর্মুলায়, যা গরম হোক কিংবা ঘাম, এটি তোমার চুলে দেয় 24 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত শাইন। চুল সামলাবো, শাইনও করব।
মিস্টার নুডলসের কোরিয়ান সুপার স্পাইসি নুডলসে আছে দারুণ স্বাদ আর চরম ঝাল। মিস্টার নুডলস সুপার স্পাইসি, সুপার টেস্টি।
বুঝছি স্যার, একদম ক্লিয়ার। সেরা আর বিশ্ব সেরার মধ্যে অনেক তফাৎ।
সত্যই বাংলাদেশ অনেক আগায় গেছে।
GPH Quantum.
Big power play score. Already going at 16 per over and 3 overs 48 for 1. Incredible.
They're quite contrasting to what we saw today. We saw 4 wickets go down. We saw 2 wickets go down in the first match, the team batting first. And suddenly it's a contrast. Look at this beautiful stadium night. Seems the lights taking full brightness now. And this was the last delivery after that wide. This was poor bowling. Just drifting onto the leg side. Easy for the batsman. No protection there. That's better. That's the length. That's the line to bowl at Kenar Lewis. Well bowled.
You've got to force him to stay on his crease. But again, the problem here is that if he bowls it too straight and trying to cramp him, just might get inside and flick it away. So there's a very fine margin for error.
Yeah, but if you see his batting composition, as soon as he sees the ball there, he's tempted to go across the line over the mid-wicket area. That's where your opportunity will come if he plays across the line. He got out once already, playing across the line to a seam bowler, getting plumb in front.
Contentment, right? Containing the batsman seems to be the prime task. Now, initially, you want to, as a bowler, have a good over where you don't give away more than 2 or 3 runs and slowly try to work your way back. Increase the pressure, make them play a false shot.
And Afif has gone up to him. He says, no need for these risky singles. It's wasting. It's pointless. When you can hit a 6, why just take a single and lose your wicket? Just stay there.
Oh, didn't quite get all of it, but he still managed to find the gap. It's going to be a chase. Ball's going to win the race. Another one. Not the best timed shot, but it's in that gap and takes him for 4 more runs.
Well, the idea was right, but it was just maybe a couple of feet shorter this time, and it gave time to Kenar Lewis to go on the back foot and just manage it. You're right, he didn't time it right, but such a powerful player with a heavy bat that even a mistimed stroke, no chance for a fielder to chase it.
If he timed it, the 50 has come up in quick time. That's the one you're talking about. Pick up shot, but straight to hand. They have been targeting him in that area. You're talking about it. He didn't miss the line of the ball, but what he did is flicked it, and he's been caught in the deep.
Again, a wasted effort. He was looking so dangerous. He could have put the match towards his team's favor if he would have batted for another 7-8 overs. But no, he has committed harakiri again. And look at that flick. It was well planned. He was just keeping that area where he tries to play across the line. This was probably slightly on the leg side, but there was a fielder placed specially for this shot.
Yeah, read his mind.
মা সন্তানের সম্পর্কের মতোই বিশুদ্ধ ত্বকের সাথে ভ্যাসলিনের সম্পর্ক দেশের একমাত্র 100% পিওর ভ্যাসলিন পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি ত্বককে শীতে শুষ্কতা থেকে সুরক্ষিত রাখে 100% পিওর ভ্যাসলিন পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি ত্বকের যত্নে মায়ের স্পর্শের মতোই বিশুদ্ধ
ব্যালেন্স রিচার্জ করতে দোকানে যেতে হবে কেন গ্রামীণ ফোনের রিচার্জের দোকান তো এখন মোবাইলে যখন যেখানে খুশি মাইজিপি অ্যাপ থেকে রিচার্জ করা যায় খুব সহজেই সাথে ক্যাশব্যাকও পাওয়া যায়
যে কোনো ক্ষতিকর জীবাণু থেকে সুরক্ষা পেতে ব্যবহার করুন সেপনিল ডিসইনফেক্টেন্ট স্প্রে
কাঁচা আমের স্বাদে গুড মুড গ্যারান্টি
New batsman in Shabir Rahman. He has an opportunity today. The platform has been set. Doesn't have to just chance his arm. A lot of runs under his belt. Good numbers. He's in the middle because of this. The flick. Couldn't resist the temptation. They've been trying for that angle. And on this occasion, I think he just thrown away his wicket. It's going so strongly. It's looking so dangerous.
Well, both these players who have got out, Will Jacks and Kennard Lewis, have done this a couple of times now. I hope before the season is out, they learn from the mistakes and really contribute to their team's cause.
Nicely guided with this protection. I suppose they can tell themselves that after about 4 overs, 53 for 2, getting them off to a flyer can't have been a bad effort on their part. It's just that they look to be going for more runs. It's just the manner of them going out of the ground.
Well, I think trying to maximize the power plays. But eventually if you get out, then you have not maximized. Because these two guys had the power, whether the player is there on the boundary or not, they would have still gone over it. So they wasted their initial start. But now Shabir and Afif Hussain are more mature, more experienced players. Not in that same slam bang style, but they will make the proceedings move forward.
Possibly sanity will return to proceedings. Yeah, just like that. Good ball to finish. A wicket taking over. 4 done. 53 for 2.
ভাইজান বসুন্ধরা নুডলসের অতুলনীয় পুষ্টিতে বিকশিত হচ্ছে ওদের মেধা শুধু কি তাই ওদের আছে বিনা তারের পাঠশালা নিমিষেই জানা যায় সবকিছু
বেড়ে ওঠা সব বয়সী ছেলেমেয়েদের জন্য বসুন্ধরা নুডলস নিয়ে এলো বিনা তারের পাঠশালা নুডলসের অনন্য পুষ্টি আর জ্ঞানের অবারিত আলোয় এবার আলোকিত হবে সবাই বিস্তারিত জানতে লগ ইন করুন www.bosundharanoodles.com/বিনা তারের পাঠশালা বসুন্ধরা নুডলস শিক্ষার সাথে
শুরুটাই যদি ভুলভাবে হয় তাহলে কি আর শুরু হবে কোনো লং লাস্টিং স্টোরি কুল বডি স্প্রে 4টি লং লাস্টিং ফ্রেগ্রেন্স ভুল করো না কুল করো
To temptations from Rabbi. One a very wide, one outside the off stump, another one which is flicked away. You're talking about a spinner, Sheikh Mehdi. It's going to come on and he's got 82 wickets. It's a decent T20 career into his 96th match. Decent economy rate, under 7.
As a regular in the T20 Bangladesh side, so it's a lot of promising spinners around.
Just the drift coming in. These two have played each other against each other and together over recent years, so each know the other's game pretty well. Now he uses his feet, but what a lovely looking shot. Timing. You see, it was more of a short arm jab, not a real follow through after that.
Well, just got to the pitch of the ball, and this is the idea. Just try to cut the chances of a wicket. And there's still opportunities there. He knows there's nobody manning the sweeper boundary. And Hassan has got that confidence. He just keeps on putting the ball up there. Doesn't believe in giving bowling in a very negative manner. He's always trying for wickets.
On 2 occasions he's danced down the wickets. Fleet-footed, got his dancing shoes on. That one, he just, the timing and just the angle of the bat, so perfect. Raced away. I don't think Mahdi will be too perturbed by those movements forward. Might just tempt him into getting beaten.
But it looks like it's going to be a high scorer, Shamim, because the wicket looks a belter. We haven't seen much seam or swing moment. We haven't seen much turn. The ball is coming nicely onto the bat. And a start like this. Yeah, so in the evening, the pitch gets a bit livened up. The ball comes onto the stumps. Comes onto the bat. Easy for stroke play.
Slightly on the shorter side to the right-hander. Instead of playing it with the full face of the bat angled towards the covers, try to drag it. Thus, really couldn't garner more than a single. But still, it's been a decent over without too much effort. The boundary making sure that the run rate is kept smoothly going along. It's cut back to 12.64 now after that incredible start. In 2 minds there, I thought initially, and then suddenly backing away. He's got this penchant for going forward, as we saw. A couple of balls, then push back.
Oh, very well bowled. Clever bowling by Mehdi. Good over. It's 59 for 2 after 5 overs.
দ্বিধা ভাঙলে আর কোনো বাধা থাকে না কাছে আসায়। এমন গল্প লিখে পাঠাও। সেরা 3 গল্পে তৈরি হবে ক্লোজ আপ দ্বিধাহীন কাছে আসার গল্প।
ব্যালেন্স রিচার্জ করতে দোকানে যেতে হবে কেন? গ্রামীণ ফোনে রিচার্জের দোকান তো এখন মোবাইলে। যখন যেখানে খুশি মাইজিপি অ্যাপ থেকে রিচার্জ করা যায় খুব সহজেই। সাথে ক্যাশব্যাকও পাওয়া যায়।
আয়েলশা নাকি আরাম প্রিয়? উই ডোন্ট জাজ। এক ট্যাপে খাবার হাজির 30 মিনিটে। ফুড প্যান্ডা।
An over 59 for 2 after the end of the 5th over. The men who did the damage are already back in the pavilion. Kenna Lewis looked dangerous with the bat, 25 of 14. Right. Namidul Haq went for 16 in his very first over, but he was bowling to a different pair. Kenna Lewis and Will Jack. Will Jack's also smashed 17 of just 7 deliveries. But they came back strongly to send not one but both the openers back in the hut. Shabir Rahman on strike. Straight to the fielder. Shy at the stump. Direct hit would have been done and dusted, I reckon. He was struggling.
It has been a frenetic start. We've just seen at the batting side, they've continued to just allow Premier Bank, Khulna Tigers back into this contest, and there was nearly another opportunity. Honestly, the way they've started with the bat, you look at Will Jackson, the way he gets out, you'd be thinking that's quite soft. Kenna Lewis, if they're still batting now, this 60s, maybe 80. But they're a risky run, nearly another opportunity to open the door for the opposition.
There's always ifs and buts. 23 runs they smashed in the very first over. Incredible start. But still in a very good position. Depends on how well two men in the middle, Shabir Rahman, who's on strike, and Afif Hussain back. Afif already looking good, 11 of 8. It's a left and right hand combination in the middle. And you did the toss, Eddie. Remember, both the captain wanted what they wanted to do. Mushfiqur Rahim had no hesitation to bowl first. And Mehdi Hassan Miraj, captain from Chattogram Challengers, said no, he wanted to bat first.
Now that the big hitters are gone, 3 deliveries left in the power play. These two just need to get into their work. Get out of this power play with not any more damage done. It's the halt in play. I think perhaps it's the PA system. Perhaps he's talking or gesturing some sort of sound. So not happy with something in the umpire, but I think it's being sorted out. Yeah, I think it's around the PA system.
It's a full toss. They'll pick up a single. Not easy for batters to pick up that full toss. It takes you by surprise, but you always feel that it's a boundary hit ball, but you have to pick it up very early so that you can put it away. It's still inside the power play, so open space is available. Only 2 players outside the circle, the boundary riders. Well bowled, again straight to the fielder. Every time the ball has gone straight to the fielder, they picked up a single. But have a look at what happened in the very first over. Over the Shuvo started with a wide. And then that was swept way up in the air and went the distance. 23 runs in the only over that he has bowled in this competition. Back, Khulna Tigers played. This is a short one. It'll all be a single. It's not a bad over. Only 5 runs in that over. And it is a time to have the Dettol germ-free strategic timeout. Audience watching from home can use this time to wash hands to ensure family safety.
এখন লাইফ বয় শুধু ভাইরাসের বিরুদ্ধে সুরক্ষাই না, সাথে দেবে 300 টাকা মূল্যে ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ ফ্রি। প্রতি প্যাকের সাথে পাবেন রবি হেলথ প্লাসের সহযোগিতায় 300 টাকা মূল্যে ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ একদম ফ্রি। একটা মিসড কল দিন এই নম্বরে। করোনা ভাইরাস থেকে সুরক্ষা পেতে ডাক্তারের পরামর্শ শুধু লাইফ বয়।
সন্তানের সুস্থতার জন্য বসুন্ধরা ডায়া প্যান্ট, ওর ভালোর জন্য।
ভিম স্মার্ট লিকুইড দেয় একদম ঝকঝকে থালা বাসন। স্বাদে গুড মুড গ্যারান্টিড।
পাঁচটি ন্যাচারাল অয়েল ফর্মুলায়, যা গরম হোক কিংবা ঘাম, এটি তোমার চুলে দেয় 24 ঘন্টা